Let's go. Good afternoon. Let's go. So we're back. We're gonna there's a few parts in here that were not there this morning, so you can guess what we're going to do this afternoon. I'm just making sure. I'm not sure I pressed the done button when I was done with the stream title, so I just want to make sure I put the right one in there. Wait a sec. Is it the good one? Yes, it is. All right, I clicked done. All right. It's saved, it's good, it's perfect. Let's go. All right, guys. So yeah, so basically this morning we did quite a good job. If you want to look at it again, dual side. There you go. So basically this morning we did wrap the entire loom in here, so everything is protected now from the heat, with a really cool and good looking sleeve on there, which is pretty awesome. So basically we're gonna use that again in the inside, but for now what we are looking at is to basically extend some accessory loom, because we rerouted the loom because usually it's more at the top of the, well, in the middle here, going to the different accessories, then moving on top here, if you want to see a bit better. So usually it's going through that. We're gonna be able, by the way, to remove the mounting pins in here that inside are just adding a bit of a hook, so the harness stay there. But yeah, so basically we're gonna be able to remove that, and now our loom is going at the bottom here, which means it's all looking sleek. And yeah, so basically once the engine's gonna be in place, exhaust going on the top here and everything, that means the loom is gonna be, one, protected from the heat, two, not being apparent anywhere in the engine bay. Well, most of it won't be appearing in the engine bay. All the accessories, the electronic accessories, are at the back over there, which means when opening the hood, everything in here is gonna be pretty much empty on both sides. Well, I mean, we're gonna have a big ass turbo on this side, but hey, that's the fun part. So that's what we want the engine bay to focus on, so we hide most of the electronic in there. And so to complete that installation right now, the thing we need to do is basically here at the bottom we have these wires right here, so I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can. These ones are supposed to go up here to the headlight and stuff like that, and right now they cannot reach that anymore since we placed the wiring loom in a different position, which means we have to fix that. And yeah, so to do so, we're gonna add a few accessories back on the car. So headlights, horns, front bumper for the turn signal, and the fenders for the side marker or parking light or night light. I don't know how you call them. I think they have many names. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for this afternoon. We're gonna try to make that happen. So I'm gonna set the camera somewhere around here, I guess, while I'm starting to re-add a bunch of stuff on the car. I'm seeing, whoops, seeing here maybe even a little bit more at the back there so you have a better look at it. Yep. That's not bad. In fact, let's start with this side. So basically, I'm gonna put everything like with just a few bolts here and there, because I want everything to stay in place, but I don't want that to be a final, like to be mounted like it was final, because basically we're still gonna have plenty of work to do, and we will have to remove them anyways. So let me grab, I'm gonna go through this bucket of screws we had. Like, this is all the screws we were not planning on reusing, or the one that were from the body panel. So we're gonna have to pick in these. So let me just find something threading into the hole here. Are you, sir? Yes, you are, so that one won't. So like here, the fender, I'm just going to add 2 of them. We don't need to go crazy and remount absolutely every single one of them, because it will be some wasted time. Let me grab that in here. I'm gonna also make sure we are putting that away. So yeah, so basically on these ones, you're gonna see them, but there's the side marker. So we're gonna make sure we are having enough wire to reach them. And the wire we're gonna use to extend the loom is gonna be the wires from the engine we are putting in there. So basically we're gonna use the wiring loom from the engine, because we're not gonna use that anyway. So we might as well reuse a few wires here and there. So here, if I'm just going with that, should be able to just go like this and like that. And with that, we're gonna be able to push that in place. So as you can see now, we're gonna have this side marker in place. So we're gonna be able to look at it and make sure we have enough wires to reach it. And with that said, we also need to make sure that we are putting the plug through here so that it's gonna be in its place. Now, the big question is, yeah, the reinforcement is not in the way at all. That's perfect. So there's no way this reinforcement is gonna be a problem in here. So that's awesome. It's not even looking like it's out of the place there. So that's pretty cool. So just with that, we already have a good idea where our loom's gonna be. Then we're gonna grab a headlight. This one is it that one? No, that's the one from here. So I'm gonna put that right in here for now. I'm gonna grab the other one. And with that, we're gonna start placing that one. So I'm gonna push the wiring loom at the bottom there because we don't need it for now. And I'm just going to put that in here. Well, I'm saying it's going there, but is it? Oh yeah, like this, right? And I will have the light bucket at the back there, but yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna grab a few screws again, put them back in there. These one might have been the one with more threads on them. Try this one. Like I said, it's not, doesn't have to be like I was mounting them for good, so it's no big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna still try to put something that makes sense in there. Is this working well with those? I think it is. For a second I was afraid I forgot to turn on my mic, and I was like, no freaking way I did that. But no, I didn't, so that's good. Hey, we almost have a car now. So see, now the headlight is mounted exactly where it should be, which means with that we're gonna be able to extend the harness to its place. So that's pretty cool. We don't have to put the light bucket over it or anything else. I mean, just with that we know exactly where it's gonna sit. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side here, and then we will add the front bumper just so we have also the turn signal. So yeah, that I'm gonna grab 4 screws because that's what I need from what we have seen so far. So that's one. That's 2. And that was a cell phone doing a bzz, bzz, which we don't care because we're working, I think. You know I'm gonna look at it, right? Oh yeah, these ones were also screws in there. So I'm gonna grab that one, gonna grab a screwdriver because I'm gonna need that for sure. Let's see which one it is. Is it you? Yep, it is. There you go. So I should be able to mount that with just that. Hey, I haven't looked at the cell phone. GG. All right, so with that, we're gonna go ahead, bring that in here. I'm gonna have to remove a bunch of things in there because right now it's a bit crowded. So let's make sure we're not having any problem throwing that in here. And with that, and that, boom. Where is it? Having an issue? Oh, I think there's something under here preventing it from going to its place. Hey, what are you, good sir? There you go. That. All right, let me try something else, because right now it's taking place. Something's not happy in here. Oh, it's you, right? Yep, it is. There we go. This. Something is not super happy. So let's try to find that. What is preventing it from going to its place? Was that like a screwdriver? Honestly, I think it was, and that's freaking bad from my side. You haven't seen anything, all right? It was exactly that. Damn. I wasn't seeing it from my point of view. So that screw right here is gonna do the job for that part. There. And then we just need that to mount somewhere in here. Oh, they were all screws, right? Then I'm just gonna secure it with another one in here, and we should be good with that. Maybe more that one. Hey, that's a spider. Hello, lovely spider. It's kind of weird to see the car with panels again. Re-adding panels is really, really weird at the moment. And since we're gonna put that one, I'm gonna bring the screw at the front, in fact, just to securize it at the both extremity, which is gonna make more sense for me. Because this way I'm gonna see the real places where this is supposed to go. Boom. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and put the headlight on this side too. So that, and that. Okay, yeah, that's right. Just want to make sure it's not going to fall. Then we're gonna put that one in here. And then we're gonna put that one on top there. And we should be good to use that as a reference. I don't think we're gonna have to extend it by that much. Honestly, it's mostly the headlights. That, and then that one here. I feel like that one's almost falling, and I don't like that, but at the same time it stays in place, which is okay. There you go. That's close enough. Anyway, we're gonna give ourselves a bit of play in here. And finally, last but not least, front cam. We have the bumper beam, well, the entire bumper, in fact. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find just the nuts going in there, just so we're gonna be able to put it in place and be sure it's not going away. And with that, we should be good. Hopefully this is the good hardware right here. The two top one. No, it's not.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? Hey, what's up? Oh my god, you are reassembling the beast already. Yeah, it's finished, it's done. Did that on my lunchtime. Not touching it anymore. Haha, kidding. Mais oui, on réassemble un petit peu. At least we're trying to. The idea is to basically put everything in place, so we're gonna be able to extend our loom to the right position. And when that will be done, we're gonna remove everything all over again. Because this is what a project car is all about. So does that one fit? That one doesn't fit, but we have two there. We might be able with just two. I'm gonna try to find another one, but I think we're good. That one should work too. It is. All right. So basically the idea is to put everything back in place, just so we're gonna be able to see where this is going up to, and then we're gonna be able to extend the wiring loom depending on what we need and what we have. So this is the main idea, and with that said, well, let's throw that inside of the core. Just let me 1 sec so I can put the little rubber protection on top here. There we go. Boom. Let's throw that inside the car. So dual side. There we go. I'm gonna grab that. Kind of weird to put back some stuff on the car, not gonna lie. It's fun. It's really fun. All right, just like that, it won't be able to go away. So with that said, you can see now that we have the connectors going up top there and there. So that with that in place, we're gonna see what we need to expand, to extend, or what is good to go. Normally, nothing's gonna be good to go, but maybe we won't have to extend it by that much. Hey, that's crazy, the amount of space you have at the front here, right? Like this full space have almost nothing in there. We have two weird brackets in here. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can see that one pretty well. These are probably gonna get removed. I think someone already put a oil cooler or something, but ours is going to be more at the back. And I would love to make like a metal tunnel bringing all the air in place here. But what we have to keep in mind is that one of the reasons there's so much space is that the hood is opening this way, which means the bottom here is getting on the inside here. So that's something we're gonna have to keep in mind. Right, let me move you on this side. So we're gonna start on this side over there, and basically the idea here is going to be to check how long we need to extend our stuff to make it work. So this one here, fender marker, this is that one. So this one is almost good. Like we don't need a lot of it to make it work. Like right here, I'm pretty much connected, but it is forcing a little bit. So I might give it a good go and just make sure that we don't have anything, no, in here, no. So I will extend it a little bit, I think, just making sure it's not going to force and disconnect itself with vibration, basically. Because, gosh, it's close. Now it's connected. Cannot be closer to that, but yeah, there's tension in there, which is not that great. So we're gonna try to avoid that. So we're gonna be extending that for sure. Other than that, what else do we have? We have this is the triangle shape. These ones are still working together, I think. Let me try. Yeah, they are. So these ones might be good to go as is, which is pretty awesome. That's gonna depend also on how the intercooler piping is gonna go in here. It will be great to be able to, are we? That will be great if it was going to the, hey, I think we're gonna be good for that one to go there. That's pretty awesome. Yep, confirm. So this one right here is gonna go like this. Are we having the same thing on this side? If so, and I think that's gonna be a yes. I think maybe it won't go under here, this one. Seems like it's going. We're gonna have to take a look. I think it's just missing a little thing to go. But yeah, so basically we have the turn signal at the front connected. The horn will work if we keep that in the same spot. Like I said, I may be planning on putting that on the other side here, which means if I'm expanding this hole, we might be good. So the horn, anyway, it's one wire, so I won't be extending this one. So basically I will have only 5 wires to extend. Yeah. Well, 5 wires is really not that bad. So I'm gonna be removing that and this, because we're gonna need access to everything. And I'm gonna start looking at the kit I showed you this morning. So where is it now? I said I put that on the crate and it's still there. I remember everything. So, front cam. The thing is, in here, we're gonna be using that, and with only 5 wires to extend, we're probably gonna try to use a 6-pin connectors instead of something bigger. If we have a 6-pin, they should be, yeah, they are here, I think. Ow, that's metal in my hand. There we go. So we have plenty of 6-pin connectors. Well, plenty. I think we're gonna be just right with that. So basically, this is the kind of connector we're gonna use to make it work. So we're gonna have to take a look at how to do that properly. So, because I never used one of these before. I think the white pin in here is for blank, which we're gonna need, because basically we're gonna have, oh, that's hitting in there. Don't hurt my Datsun. Oh, you're going there, right? Boom. So yeah, so basically, since we just have 5 wires to extend, we're gonna be using 1 blank pin in here, and we're gonna make sure everything's going to its place. So that should work pretty well. And now that's the thing. Even if I'm extending it, oh, I could do that. I need to think about it. Because basically, even if I'm saying, yeah, we're using that. Oh, that's a 4-pin, yeah. The matching one should be these ones. Yup. Just like that. So if you want to see, this is what's going on when doing these connectors. So both sides is going to receive 1 wire at a time, and then we can just go ahead and expand it. Just lost the little rubber going on top here. That one is the waterproof protection, so that in the connection itself there's gonna be no water, so no oxidation of that. So that's gonna be cool. I will say that right now the only thing I'm thinking of is how I'm gonna receive it on this side, because basically I have 2 different kind of wires to receive. I could be deleting that connector in here, in fact, and just use that one instead. Dual side. Basically what I'm saying is that I'm gonna be extending that here, connecting that here, and at the top here we're gonna have another set of these wires. And with that done, I could be deleting that plug here and just repeating that plug for the lights in here on one side. On the other side, just have the two wires coming from there and coming from here on this side. So that, but with more wires, which mean they will connect and be connected properly. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the thing. I don't know if it's clear what I'm saying. In my head, it's clear and it makes sense. So I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna do that. But yeah, so for now, I just need to figure out how to wire these things. So we're gonna look on the internet, I think. Because I just don't know how they are getting behind that for the wires. Are we just pushing the pins in there? Let me take a look. So 120 piece of number 16 pins and socket. That's probably what that is. Gonna have to take a look at this, but I feel like, yeah, that's it. We're just pushing that through there. All right, so if you want to take a look, this is the male part of it, and basically this is rubber, so we're just going to be pushing that through there, and then it's gonna click in here, and then we're gonna put the protection in there. That's how it's working. So yeah, whew, that's a bit stressful. I'm gonna put everything in here. I'm gonna take time to grab the pliers, like the crimpers and everything. We're gonna take time to think twice about it, just making sure we're doing this right thing. Front cam. So I'm gonna go inside the Datsun, bring that. What is this? Is that something we need right now? No, this is not something we need right now. Is this? Oh, this is the battery connector, and that's the battery tray, so we just need that. So that's cool. That's an easy one so far. So, oh, itchy nose. I might sneeze, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I hate that. You know when you're about to sneeze and it won't, it won't go. Oh. Whew. All right, so what am I saying so far? So basically this is going to be the special plier for that. This is how you crimp the Deutsch connector, and basically what it does is that with the press of that, you're gonna have some kind of, you won't be able to see it, eh? Oh yeah, let's go. So you have these kind of small teeth in there, applying pressure all around your wire, and this is what is going to crimp it properly. So basically that's why they are kind of easy to use. You're basically sliding the pin on top of the wire, and then with that you're able to just slide that in here and crimp it. Now with that said, I don't know if the rear part here, it's more of a conventional type of crimp, which I'm not sure I like. I thought these ones were going to be the same thing with the special tools, so they might not be, so we might have to crimp it first the way I'm used to, and then use the special one. I think. Yeah, because basically it's gonna crimp only. Yeah, only on one end of it. It's really, yeah. So we're gonna be able to use that anyway. At the end here, boom, crimp, and that's it. We might, okay, I might give it a try with removing the rear of that, just because I don't like these kind of cramps. I mean, it's not bad. I have the good plier to do them, but since I have also the good things to not use them, I might as well give it a try. Also, one thing cool, this is how this works. So basically they are really a tight fit, so that's why it's a really good connector. So this plus waterproof plus everything, that's really cool, not gonna lie. I'm really happy with that kind of kit. Even if it's first time I'm using them, I know they are super good because everybody's always using them, so yeah. And now, let's start cutting. Bam, bam, bam. Dual side. So yeah, we're gonna have to start cutting in here and then grab some wires from the old engine loom, and then, oh yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna use the engine loom from, yeah, the loom from the new engine, but I might as well just use some random wires that we remove from the car, so that will work as well. So yeah, might do that. And maybe we're gonna find the same kind of color too, that will be awesome. So here I'm gonna keep quite a good amount of wire for the headlights, because I still need to make a connector in here, and there's not a lot of it left, so I'm gonna make sure I'm leaving a bit of connection there. I'm probably going to cut half and half there, just making sure everything is good. On this side, so I might go ahead, yeah, I might cut it in every place, and then go here with that one. Yep, that will make sense. All right, let's try that. So I'm gonna cut everything at the same distance here. We're gonna make 5 pins, then make the connector work. And once it's working, we're gonna do the extension cord. And yeah, that should do it. All right. It's kind of weird to do that. That's another stressful part for me. It might not be for you, but for me that's a big deal because I'm basically cutting the wires from the car, and that's weird. So I'm gonna go with that, and then don't cut twice. That and that. So this connector is gonna come on top here, which means the end of the extension is gonna be around here. So that's gonna work. And then if we wanna have something working, we're gonna use the same length here. So just gonna do that and that. This way, these 5 wires needs to be extended. So this one, we should be able to just remove it entirely, and same for the end connection there. We are probably gonna be just removing the pins in here and replacing the pins with the Deutsch connector pins, which means it's gonna be all integrated into one kind of wiring loom, which is quite awesome, to be fair. In fact, I'm just gonna cut the wires at the top here, and that's gonna work. So that I'm just gonna leave a little bit of it, because if we want to reuse that for any kind of reason, we're gonna be able to crimp them in place. There you go. Now the only thing is I need to shorten the protection sleeve on that. There you go. But if I'm doing that, should be good to make it work. This cam is definitely a bit like this. Let's go. All right, so there. And with that done, boom, we have 2 wires getting out of here. That should work. That should work pretty well. So, now where is the other plier that I need. It's over here, I think. Yeah, I see it. There you go. And so with that one, we're gonna be just exposing a bit of the wiring there. That was a bit too much. There and there. There we go. Boom. And with all that done, we should be able to crimp some pins in there. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go with the female one since they are a bit thicker, I guess. And I'm gonna try to remove the end of it just to see if it's working well. I would love it to work well, so might try it. If I cut that right there, it should work. We're gonna try on one and we're gonna see. Because I could use the other one too. So basically what I want to remove is the end here. I don't know if you can see it properly, but basically it's the little ears at the back, just because I want to use only the crimp plier supposed to go with Dutch connectors. So basically like that. Like now I just have a cylinder in here. I'm gonna put the wire inside here and then crimp that in place and it should work. Is it going to work perfectly? Not sure. Let's try. Let's try it. So I'm gonna start with here, let's say the brown wire. Since we have a bit more wire, we're gonna see if it's too much, because it needs to stay quite a fair bit at the back. There we go. So I need to make sure it's not going too far at the front. And then with just that, I should be able to just, on the other side there, push that, tighten that up. There, boom. That's a solid crimp. It's not moving, holding in place. If you want to see it better, hey, wait, why are you not sliding down? There you go. So basically, what we have done is this one here. I don't think you're gonna be able to see the texture that much, but here there's a solid crimp, and now I cannot bring that back here, which is perfect. In fact, I might be able to do that for all of them, like remove a little bit of protection and expose a bit more of the wires, and it should work, hopefully. All right, so I'm gonna try that for all of them. And female, that's gonna be that one, right? Yep. I still need a fair amount of wires to go in there, so. Like you see, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in here, turn that around, and then just remove the back section here. Because these are basically designed, these ones especially, for the people who don't have the special tools, I guess. So just like that, I'm gonna crimp that on top there, and it should work. It should. Well, I think we're gonna be good with the amount of wire we have in here. I lost it. I went too far. There. insane. Insane. There's this one here. I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough wires, so we're gonna remove just a touch more there, and same one on this one. Same thing, I mean, on this one. And this one's gonna be good. So let's try that. And then we're just gonna have to focus on the color code to reconnect that in a good place. There we go. Boom. And then I'm missing how many? 2. Let's bring 2 more. Honestly, doing wire connection like this is really relaxing. It's a bit stressful because that's the first time I'm doing these kind of one, but like overall, doing wiring loom is pretty fun, and sending stuff all the way across the garage when cutting them. Lol. I'm gonna be doing that. Go, another one, and one last ultimate one. Then we're gonna be good to put the connector in here. Yep, these are officially my favorite kind of crimp to do. Easy, fun, nice. I love that. All right, now with that said, I'm gonna need one of these, I guess, right? Just still trying to figure out exactly how this is working. So I'm gonna have to take a look first, because this seems a bit complicated. So these ones, the male one, are coming with that, and the female one are coming with that. All right, so I'm gonna have to see. I think the logic is this is going with that. Front cam. Front cam. Front cam. Freaking hell. All right, so right now I'm gonna check exactly how they are supposed to go. Female one with, is it with the female side of the connector or not? Just because I kind of have a doubt right now. Deutsch connector. Image. So the orange pin is going with that, and where is going? That's it, yeah. So the male connector, the male side of the connector is going with the female pins, and the other way around, and that does make sense. All right, so I was wrong. That's the one we're gonna use in here, and we're gonna use that. So basically, the reason for that is pretty simple, and that's what I was looking for. Once you are done pinning everything in place, usually the pin defines the connector side, not the housing exactly, but the pin right now with these, the pins needs a specific side of the specific connector going with them. So the male side of it with the releasing tab. Yeah, so basically I put the, like, let's say female side of the pins in there. However, that means I need to use that one on this side, because if I want to close it properly with that, because since the Dutch connector, you have something to close them on top here like this. Well, that means this is receiving right now the male side of it, right? So that's why you have to make sure which one you're using. I don't know if I'm clear on that one, but like, since this is receiving, that means these ones always receive the female pins. And I think what you mean is basically the same thing, like it's not the housing that will change what you put in there, it's really what you have as a pin that's gonna change what you're using outside. I think that's what you mean, and this is exactly the same thing I was saying basically. So in here, gonna make sure which one is going where, because I want to put one side, dual side. I want to make sure oh, the connector is on top here. So yeah, the red with blue strip in here, the smaller one, these two are, and the black, yeah, they are the side marker, and these three are the headlights. So we're gonna make sure we're just putting both of them on the same side, and also I'm gonna put a blank pin in there, just to make sure that we are not using something that would not have water going in there. So this is going to be like this. So see, right now I just blank one side of it. And then I'm gonna start putting all the wires in there. So these two are going together. I'm gonna put the black in the middle, just because why not? And I should hear it click. Oh my god, they have to go so far. All right, I'm gonna start them all because I think we're gonna be flush on how much wire we have. Brown, red with black, and red with blue. That's gonna be the order. That and that. Then I have to push everything in there at once. Yep, I'm gonna be really tight on how much wire I have. Probably I should try to remove the tape. See, it just fall apart right now because I cannot pin that. I think someone was doing something like this over the internet, basically pulling everything in here and then only then pushing that inside here, the housing, and after that pushing back the rubber inside there. So I think that's one way to do it. I'm like really not in the best position for that. I'm gonna show you my ass on the bottom cam. That's the way to get more viewers, right? I think. So doing that, doing this, doing that, and now we're pushing that inside the housing here, which means the ideal way will be like this to have access to it. That and that. And that. That's gonna be hard. I think that one's gonna be one of the worst. I should keep the blank one for the end, just to don't have that in my way. This, this, and this. Come on, yeah. I've heard a few click. That's good, but we are missing one or two to click. Yep, that's gonna be a tight fit. Oh, click. And these ones. The middle one here, the black one. Just need to get pushing there a little bit more. I'm just gonna try to use the rubber there to make it work. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. I'm gonna get better at it. I hope. Hey, got it. Now this here. All right, so you see now I have everything in place. However, they are doing some funky stuff in there. Whew, that was some challenge. Well, now this is where this is coming in place. So I'm gonna put that pin here, the blank one in place too, just so we don't have to worry about it. Gonna make sure the rubber is right in its spot. And then we're gonna be able to just throw that in here, and that's gonna be putting everything back to its place. So basically all the wires should be going back in there to their really own place. So as you can see now, I'm having difficulties with the middle one there. So I'm gonna grab a little pick in here, just pull it back slightly like that. Same for that one. There you go. That's gonna hold all of them right in their spot. All right, now I'm gonna ask, why is it not going down there? Is there a side for that thing? Probably, right? Or maybe not, and I'm just not used to that. Oh, that's the mic sticking to the car. No, we are losing one. There. Why are you not? Just trying to see. Oh, I feel like it might have to do with how the tab, this is a safety basically. So if the tab are not far enough, depends. If the lock is not properly inserted in there, it might not be working well. I think that's what's going on. So we might have to force it a little bit just to clamp properly. No, we cannot force that. We're gonna break it if we do. All right, so first Deutsch connector ever, quite hard. So basically, I don't know if you can see in there. Basically in there, there's a little pin. I don't know, I'm gonna try to see if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it pretty well. There's a pin bottom right, or bottom left, bottom right on the screen, where basically the pin is not fully pushed in at the really back there inside the connector, which means it is not properly. In fact, no, it's top left. Yeah, we can see it top left. It's sticking out a little bit more, and because of that, we cannot close it properly. So we're gonna try to find why. I'm wondering if it's not some rubber behind the mounting point that is preventing that from closing. So if I'm pushing back on the pins a little bit, are we going to, that seems a bit better. Let's try to keep that around there. It's better, but it's not perfect. Well, let's try that again. Feels like it's a pretty tight fit, so might as well give it a try. Maybe it's gonna fit well. And I just left, oh, it's here, the pin. Hey, there we go. Yep, the wire was pushed too far outside. Hey, first one, let's go. So we hear the click, everything's in here. We have the rubber properly inserted here, just a little bit sticking out on the corner. So we're gonna try to push that inside there. There we go, first one. And it cannot be tighter than that inside there, which I kind of love, to be fair. So with that said, it does means that we can do the same thing. And because I'm not a psycho, I'm gonna have both kind of end in there. So the extension loom's gonna be two different sides there, but basically here we go. So that's how it's gonna connect there. We're gonna extend the loom so it can be outputted probably through that crack right here. So we can put that in here, maybe stitch a new hole in here and use the same kind of tie wrap, and we're gonna bring that at the back here. So now the idea will be to use that one, repin that in here. So we're gonna have the lights running through that, and then we're gonna have the side marker too, and in between these is going to be the extension. The extension, makes sense? So there we go. So we're gonna be connecting these two. No! I did some shitty stuff. That wasn't the idea here. I need to get those two wires sticking out again. Where are they? Oh, pop, 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 pop. You, good sir, are going, oh, I'm pushing that all the way through. Let me do that from the other side here. That could be done this way, right? And I just find the one thing going in here, protecting the water from going inside here in a really bad way. So let me try to push that back inside there. That will be awesome. There we go. So that, and now I can push the wire through that. Like this. Boom. Now it's properly mounted in there. And yeah. So there we go. Front cam. so now what I'm gonna do basically is mount male pins in here, so it's gonna go on the receiver side of the housing, the connector. So we're gonna do a bit of the same thing we just did, and yeah, we're gonna do that on those 3 wires. Then we're gonna do that on the 2 wire I just pushed inside the engine bay right there, and we're gonna repin them on the exact same spot that we just did on the other one. So once that's gonna be done, we're gonna take a look in the bucket of wires we have here, the leftovers from what we removed from the car, to see if we can find some kind of close matching colors to just do the extension cord there. So let's go. So I'm gonna remove just a bit of protection here, the rubber on top, and then with that done, gonna be able to do the same thing we just did. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We love that. All right, fun fact, do you know what? I have now over 70 videos on YouTube, which means we have done more than 70 stream on cars so far, which is awesome. Like that's included, that will include the BMW, the Fit. So it's not only the Datsun, but most of it is the Datsun. Like probably overall, it's probably 50 videos more of Datsun, and just a few of them on other cars. So that's kind of crazy, to be fair, and I love it. Like at the end, I'm gonna be able to take a look on how many hours I put on that car live on stream. That won't include anything I might have done outside stream, so planning, thinking of how I'm gonna do that, just sitting in here looking at things, because basically I haven't done a lot without streaming it, but I've been sitting in here quite a few times to look at the things and say, hey, am I doing that the right way? Is it the good way to do that? How am I going to do that? And like, that's part of the game. Like, you have to think about your things, right? Use your brain, you know? All right, so that's done. So with that said, I'm gonna grab the crampers. That's their new name. I'm gonna put 3 of them on top here. So the boot is kind of destroying here. Like, it's not really great, but at the same time it's gonna do the job, at least for now, until I replace that for something else. So yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, these pins are going way less far on the wire, so it's a good thing I haven't unwrapped too much of it. And yes, I'm crazy, I'm putting all of them at once on the top here, and I'm gonna be crimping them one, like back to back in here, which is insane. That one I kind of destroyed it a little bit. I might try to, oh, even that one. That's gonna be a tough one to mount. Oh, it's all good, easy peasy. All right, let's start with that one. And I've just lost it. There you go. If you want to see the action there, you should be able to see it, yeah. Oh, go. Focus! You saw that for a second. Oh, almost there. All right, well, you saw that. Oh no, I lost one doing that. Dumb I am. Oh, it's here, and I think I've lost another one of the pins. I'm so dumb. All right, no big deal. go. So 2 are done. This one right here. Let's try to fit that. Yeah, I think I threw a pin on the ground or forgot to do one. I'm not sure yet. I thought I did 5, but I might be wrong. Because cutting the tabs at the back there is just not helpful on keeping the hole round in there. Hey, what's up, papa? Comment ça va? Bonjour, bonjour. Comment vas-tu? Oui, je suis encore en vie, fait que oui, j'ai bien été à Montmagny, si tu te demandais. There we go. We have a 4th one in here. And yeah. So, we're gonna take a look inside the car to, what?
Exactement ma question.
En gros, ok. Quick recap of the weekend in French. En gros, dimanche matin, j'ai conduit 3 essais avec la Fit. Ce qui était très drôle, c'est qu'au final, Flo en a juste fait un des 3 avec moi parce qu'elle a passé le reste du matin avec Mélanie puis la thérapeute. Fait que dans l'autre, Honda Fit, qui est vraiment plus badass avec le turbo et tout. Fait que ça a été quand même très drôle. Mais ça, 3 essais. Je suis capable de conduire un traction avant sa piste. Voilà ce que j'ai déduit. Au 3e essai, écoute, c'était malade, là. Les vieux pneus de course que j'ai mis dessus, tout ça. J'arrive, je fais un freinage en 3e vitesse en allant full pin. Je tombe en relâchant le gaz, le derrière tombe un peu lousse. Je commence à freiner, ça tilte un peu de côté. Je le tiens de même en continuant mon freinage, en gardant mon angle. Mets ma 2e, prépare, puis en arrivant autour de mon cône qu'il fallait faire un assez bon virage 90 degrés à gauche, décloche la 2, pouf, ça swing, ça mord, mets le gaz, pouf, part comme une balle, tout ça. Moi, je suis capable de conduire un traction avant. Fait que ça a été ma réponse. Le reste, le temps, tu sais, j'avais pas un char préparé, rien, fait que genre on check même pas les positions, ça n'a pas rapport, mais au moins j'ai fait de quoi de clean, puis même René, tout ça, ça me disait sérieux, genre pour un char pas préparé, c'est quand même fou ce que tu as réussi à faire. Fait que mission accomplie là-dessus. En après-midi, j'ai conduit un Camaro SS très récent avec 450-500 HP environ, un Subaru STI qui est modifié lui aussi, tout quand même très très nice, puis un Golf R de quelqu'un qui est dans le chat en ce moment, Kev, tout ça, fait que ça a été fou, puis un Subaru Impreza aussi automatique, c'était très drôle. Mais vraiment ce matin, le gars de ça, il m'a donné sa fun run pour que je conduise son char. Fait qu'au final, il a perdu une run pour que je puisse le conduire. C'est vraiment très cool de sa part. Fait que c'est pas mal ça. Ça résume assez bien. Ah oui, j'ai prêté la Fit à une fille qui a eu un problème mécanique. Elle conduisait avec son père. Elle a eu un problème mécanique. J'ai prêté la Fit, elle l'a spin tête à queue jusque dans le sable. Je riais aux éclats, c'était malade. Puis après, elle était comme hey, je suis vraiment désolé, tout ça. Puis j'étais là, je m'en fous, tu retournes sur la ligne de départ, on refait une run. Elle fait ah, on peut. J'étais là, ouais, le gars m'a dit let's go, vu que t'en as manqué à matin, tout ça, on va t'en donner une tout de suite. Ah, ok, cool. Puis elle y va, mais là, elle était là, t'es sûr, je m'excuse, genre, tu sais, j'ai failli planter ton char, on a fait un tête à queue dans le sable, tout. Puis j'étais comme, rien à battre, send it, il est là pour ça. Puis elle a fait une run vraiment clean avec, fait que c'était vraiment, vraiment trippant. Puis à la fin de la journée, Flo a utilisé ma dernière run pour faire une run elle-même, comme une grande. Elle a traversé le parcours au complet. Elle a fait un petit hors-parcours à la fin qu'elle s'est ramassée. Puis genre, il faut qu'elle aille où? Mais le reste, elle a chauffé comme une championne au travers du parcours avec beaucoup plus de guts que je m'attendais. Fait que ça, c'était malade. So, la copine Gigi. La copine a fait de l'excellent travail. Fait que oui, un gros dimanche. C'était un très gros dimanche. C'était malade. Ça a été vraiment trippant. Ça finit une saison en beauté, on va se le dire. All right, so here we go. dual side. C'est fou, hein? Honnêtement, j'aimerais ça qu'elle fasse un événement au complet parce que le temps qu'elle a sorti en une run, si je me fie à ce que normalement les gens font comme amélioration dans leurs premiers événements, elle aurait été loin d'être dernière. Tout ça. T'sais, là, avec le temps qu'elle a fait, elle aurait été dernière officiellement. Mais tu sais, ben là, hors parcours, fait que ça compte pas techniquement. Mais c'est ça, même faire le même temps, elle aurait comme été dernière, mais c'était son premier essai à vie. Normalement, les gens améliorent entre 6 et 10 secondes la première journée qui font du slalom. Fait que quand on met ça en compte, mettons, j'arrondis à 8, ça la mettait vraiment d'une position intéressante pour un char qui est pas préparé pour ça. Fait que vraiment, ma épaté était très fluide, très smooth tout le long du parcours. Puis ultimement, on parle de peut-être rajouter 5 km/h partout, puis elle aurait été genre badass, là. Mais genre, elle a déjà été badass, là, mais genre, tu sais, c'est ça. À 5 km/h de plus, le monde serait resté 100% sur le cul, parce qu'il y a même du monde qui sont passés à la fin et dire à quel point, genre, my God, tu poussais, puis tout, genre, parce que, tu sais, on a été plusieurs à comme l'encourager à l'essayer. Puis quand ils l'ont vu aller, ils ont fait OK, genre, tu sais, je pense qu'ils s'attendaient qu'elle soit un peu mémère derrière le volant, là, ben relax, tout ça, parce qu'elle ose pas. Mais l'adrénaline a embarqué, puis elle a comme oublié le fait de genre. En fait, elle a profité du fait de ouais, on est d'une piste de course, c'est la bonne place pour. Fait qu'elle a perdu le feeling. Elle, c'est les sorties puis les bretelles d'autoroute, tout ça. Dès que le char tangue sur le côté, ça la stoppe un peu, genre mentalement. Puis elle avait peur qu'en slalom, ça soit ça, mais l'adrénaline, quand ça l'a embarqué, elle a complètement oublié cette petite peur-là de quand le char appuie sur sa suspension. Puis elle y a été là, vraiment bien, comme une pro. Fait que le copain est content de la copine. Le copain est très, très content de la copine. Très fier. All right, let's plug that in the right order. So basically here, we're just gonna match. Oh yeah, I can do that in fact. So we're gonna match that, so it's gonna be more something like this. So brown first at the bottom here. Then it's gonna be dark blue, because yeah, it's not black, it's dark blue in fact. And then it's gonna be the light blue, right? Yep, that's it. So this way we should be good. Front cam. Right, so kind of the same thing here. We're just gonna push them far enough so that they click in place. And for that, I think it's really better to push them through the grommet first. Otherwise, it's not gonna work well. And once the wire's going through there, now we can put that back in place, and I need to look at the order again. This way, this way. Like that, like this, like that. I'm gonna push them all to the same length. And I still need to look back again because I'm dumb. Alright, so I'm gonna push them in their place. Then we're gonna do the same thing on top there. Yep, that's good. Oh, I have one not going in the right place there. Woo! I heard a click. That's good. Come on, click. Just want to hear click. Oh, it did click. L'été prochain, ça pourrait être assez malade de vous suivre plus. Ça pourrait même faire du contenu intéressant pour le... Moi, je suis down. Moi, je suis down. Pas game de me suivre jusqu'aux States, là. All right. So if you want to see the idea right here, that's gonna be it. So this and these two coming at the top here. And then I'm gonna have to make sure I didn't fuck that up. No, we should be good with that. So basically that, and yeah, we're gonna have to do kind of a weird spin, but it's gonna work. So basically this and this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So the green one is the red one, and the black one is the black one. Makes sense. So with that said, it means we can connect the black one, it was in the middle, and the red one at the bottom, and there the blank is on top here. So I'm gonna use that and do exactly the same thing there. So I'm gonna open up those wires, add 2 pins, and then connect them in there. So I can unconnect that. So yeah, so basically it's gonna be one connector at the top holding everything together. So red at the bottom, black in the middle, blank one on top. And then we're gonna do the extension between those. So that's gonna be good. I think that's the right way to do it, I think. I'm not a professional, remember that. So I'm guessing that it does make sense. These wires are a bit smaller, to be fair. So I have still one there, one pin. I'm gonna cut another one there. There we go. Then grab the pliers. And put that on top, trim that. No. No. Right, I didn't do that properly. So let me do that again. There you go. That makes more sense. There you go. And then this one here. All right, I'm gonna start that first. Oh, I'm not even dual side. All right, let me show you a little bit more what I'm doing. So basically I'm right on top here and I'm working on these two.
Have a great evening, son. On the road again for me, 185 km today. Objective at 200 km at Christmas.
Damn, let's go. Great evening to you too, Dad. Damn. 200,000 kilometers at Christmas, that's crazy. Let's go. Love that, good objective. That's cool. All right, so this, so we said green at the bottom here. And black in the middle. I'm gonna have to find a better way to connect those, because honestly I can feel them slip, but not going in place exactly like I think they should go. Like they are still sliding out, and I don't know why. I think I just heard a click. Did they click? Yeah, they did. Yes, sure. Yeah, sure. All right, blank one at the back, middle pin, the green tab in the middle there, and we should be good because yeah, there's a locking system on both sides. So basically this one here, you have that, and I think you can push it with a screwdriver. Yeah, so this one's going, whoop, not like this. Not like that. More of something like, well, you know, when I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna be able to say it like this. There. And then I need a screwdriver to put that in place. I'm gonna try the small screwdriver at first, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Nope. Oh, got it. There you go, boom. Can you see that in there? Green tab is in place, and now all I have to do is put that little pin at the back to blank out the one that we haven't used. This. There you go. Clean. And with that, we are now connected in place. Like if it was meant to be there. Hey, that's looking pretty good. So see, now we have 5 wires going into one connector, so we're gonna be able to put just one direct extension cord with 5 wires in there. So that's where we're going back into the bucket. So let me remove a bit of stuff in here, because as usual, I'm not super clean in my workspace until I make a huge cleanup. I'm gonna grab some coffee while saying front cam. We have a bucket. We have wires. Let's try to find stuff that fits in here. Like this one right there, that's green. We have greens. That's a win. The size seems pretty close, and we have enough, so we're gonna be able to do both sides. So that one, we're gonna keep it and use it in here. So that's one. So you see the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find wires that seems to fit with what's already in the car, and grab wires that I haven't had it myself in the car, but wires that were already in the car, because I want quality one. Like this one right here. This one, that's cool. We have quite a few red in there. However, that one is quite small, so I won't be able to do both sides, I think. Or if I can, that's gonna be flush. I'm gonna see if there's not another one in here that will do the job. This one seems pretty good. Yep, that's a original one. So I'm gonna bring those in here, because basically I have 3 reds, 1 black, 1 green, I think. Oh no, I have 3 reds, 1 black, 1 brown. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a brown, a black, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Because yeah, the brown one, I don't think I'm gonna have. The black one, pretty easy. There's plenty of them in there. That one seems a bit small. Nah, not too bad, not too bad. Because I need to keep around the same size as what is in the car, to be fair, just to make sure we're not burning the cable in there. So you better be a bit too big than too small, I think, for this kind of job. While like this one is maybe a bit overkill because the pins are not going to fit on them, but yeah, Let's try to find something. I'm gonna grab, in fact, the other plier and start looking at how thick these are. So I'm gonna go on the other end here, just remove a bit. Yeah, that's like the bigger one, so that's perfect. I'm gonna be able to use that black one for both sides, and if I find another one, I'm gonna be able to do the same thing on the other side. This one here seems pretty good too. Yep, so that one's gonna be used for the other side here. So we remove some wires, but we're gonna be reusing part of it. That's awesome. Up, 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 up. Brown? No, purple. Close. Oh, brown. We do have a, oh, it's really small. And use with something I'm not sure I want to use. All right, let's just take a look. I mean, for this side, it might do the job. Yeah. Wire seems in okay shape. Not great, not bad. And it's gonna be long enough, I think. Yeah, no. Missing a little bit of wire in there. So I better not use that. And the wire itself seems a bit dirty, like not in perfect shape, so don't want to put something that's gonna cause trouble, right? At this point I can just use some more another black wire for the brown one, because basically it's ground, let's say that. It's really just a ground, another one, so this one might be thick a little bit, but I think the brown one is quite thick, to be fair. So, well, nothing crazy. If this fits in here, might as well use that one. But if it doesn't, well, we're not gonna waste our time with that. Ah, it's a bit too much. It won't fit properly in there. Let's try another one. It's not like we're lacking of choice, right? That's more like it. Yep, that one here. Where are you going, sir? There you go. That one there. We have plenty of wires in here. I don't think we're gonna be setting the car on fire with those. So we should be okay. Ready to make an extension cord? Because I am. So, with that said, that means we're gonna make sure we are using the good color code and putting everything in the right place. So we're gonna use the male pins first, just because we're gonna be working with the bottom one at first, then placing everything, putting a sleeve on top, then pinning the end of it. So we're gonna start at the bottom here, dual side. Dual side. There. Boop. So we're gonna be starting here, so I can make just a connector fitting in there and plug everything. Then we're gonna put a sleeve, well, measure, cut, make a sleeve, and then we're gonna be able to pin the final part of it. So for now, I'm gonna need that connector. So this one here going on top there. So that's gonna be it. So we're gonna start wiring those things. So let me prepare a few pins. Front cam. So I'm gonna prepare those and we're gonna pin everything in there. And then we're gonna be ready to move in. If this afternoon we have both sides done, that's gonna be awesome. There, one. So yeah, removing the back of it is working pretty well. We're not damaging the way they are intended to work, so that's great. And for me, it's working better to my taste than anything else we could have done. Oh, that's gonna be cool tonight. We're gonna have quite a good weather for the karting race. And honestly, hopefully, I'm gonna feel like warmed up with the race from this weekend. So, like, I had to adapt to so many different things that should be good to adapt to go-kart, because my 3 last race were pretty bad, to be fair. So I'm hoping for something better this time. All right, so let's move on and try to connect that. So we need, did I say 2 or 3 reds? 3, right? Yeah, 3 reds, 2 black, basically. Or a green, 2 red, a green, and a black. Yeah, that's working too, because we have a green one at the top for the side marker, so we're gonna use that color code instead. So there we go. So I'm gonna just put that on top here, do that, then trim that in place. So just like this. Like daddy and mommy, except you're trying to do that, stay out of where it's gonna click in there. There you go. Boom. And with that, it's stuck in there forever, which is awesome. So this one is done. This one on this side, we're gonna do the same thing. So 2 black for the brown and the black in there. I'm pushing too far. There you go. There. And this. Kind of breaking the pin a little bit while crimping them, so I'm gonna try to maybe crimp them a little bit less hard. Nailed it. Third one. Going right on top here, not that one. The one I have in here. Yep, that's better. The crimp is better. I was pressing them too far. I thought they were stopping at some point, but yeah, we can go too far with them. So we're gonna take care of that. That one I can use this other end right here, and that one, there is both end. Oh, got it. Got him. So for the headlights, it should work pretty well. So let's spin that in there. Let's spin that in here. And then use that. New. There's just one copper wire that didn't went in there. So we're gonna try to make sure everything is, oh yeah, like this. That, and then that one here. Same thing. No, there's one that didn't cooperate too. That didn't properly cooperate. Please, sir, just go right in place. Like so. Yeah, boy. And then print those. There we go. Yep, these ones are done way better. They are not cut as much. Yep, nailed it. 5 wires. Oh, throw one on the ground. 5 wires. We're good to go. Coffee. Dual side. There you go. So the idea here is to plug it properly. So shouldn't be a big deal. On this side I have one black in the middle there. Whoopsie doopsie. All right, so I think this is going to be the way to do that properly. All right, why are you not clipping in there? Oh, there you go. No, still not. There you go. Cool. So one black, then the red, but that red one is going to the green one on top here. So I'm gonna use the green one with that one here. There you go. So these two are done. Then it's gonna be the red, red, and black. So let's do that there. So these ones are, oh shit, I fucked that up. Forgot to push that through the grommets. So these ones are just going to be a thing of putting them in the right place on the other end to make everything work well. But right now here we don't really care which one is going where. Alright, so I'm gonna have to unpin that one. So let me just do that, do this. At least they are pretty easy to unpin because the way they are done, they are made for being easily removable, and like you're always able to fine-tune those connectors, so they are made to be worked on and unplugged. So like some compared to other connectors we had on the Datsun, these ones are really made to be customized. So you see, that's it. Pushing that in place basically, and then I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna put the green lock in there. So there's gonna be no way it's moving around. Then we're gonna be able to plug that in place. So with that here, we're just making sure everything's sitting in place, and then I'm gonna throw that right in there, trying to at least, because this is not easy to align since it's going so far at the bottom. It's really not easy to align. So basically you need to look at this and then go like that, like this. And you just need to make sure everything's gonna sit in place. Just wait a sec. Gonna try again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same trick we did previously. I'm gonna pull back the loose on the pin because that helped. And I'm just going to do that like that. Yep, that's working better so far. However, that thing here. Can you just go in place, please? Hey, sir, please, just sit in place. All right, it's pretty hard to make sure it's sliding to its place at the moment, because basically you really need to push that right in the middle there, and it wanna lock at some other place at the moment because it can fit slightly in different places. So that's the hardest part of that. Oh, I think I didn't got it. I think I just tried to unpin everything at once on one side. All right, front cam. Front cam. There's no way for you to look at one boring thing in there. I'm just going to basically try to nail that here. So after you're gonna be able to see it better, but for now, there's no point on leaving the cam at the bottom there. Oh, am I getting that? Is that the good one? Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is locking that in place there. Yeah, so it is the good one. Just feel like on this side, it's not going in the right place. Hey, there we go. Got it. All right. So I'm gonna close the back of it. I mean, we're gonna get better with those connectors, right? Right. There we go. And then one blank tab again. Cool. So are we on the good side of it? Yes, we are. So this is good. This is good. And black, red, red, brown, red, red, which is perfect. So with that said, this means everything is lining up perfectly like this. And this is the connector we're gonna have. So we're gonna make sure we're leaving enough wire for absolutely everything in here. So we're gonna be also heat shrinking that and putting some connection, and I'm gonna leave way enough wires to make sure we're gonna be able to set that in the proper place. So basically we're gonna be cutting everything up here, and that's gonna be way more than needed, which means it should be easy to work with that and place that right there once it's wrapped and everything. So like this, like that. Yep, exactly right here. Let's just make sure we have about the same amount for everyone. Prefer to have a bit too much than a bit less than needed. All right, so far this is going on the other side on the ground, waiting for getting everything in here done. And we're gonna wrap that together. So basically one good technique when you're doing custom wiring is to twist them and lock them with the tape. So the only thing is that you have to keep in mind you're shrinking your loom doing so. So this, and it's not going to be as flexible, but here you can see we have plenty of wire to do that. So let's do this, because this way you are locking your wires together, which means they won't move with the vibration and won't wear off each other inside your loom. Where's the knife? Over here. Dual side. Dual side. There we go. So what I'm gonna do right now is to lock it while being twisted. So I'm gonna twist it quite a lot. Like this. And this way, I'm gonna just leave enough loose at one end so that we're gonna be able to work with it. That's if I don't fucked up with the tape. There we go. If I had to do my entire loom myself, that will be basically how it will be done probably. So this way, like I said, you're locking your wires, which means you don't have any, well, you're reducing the chance of them getting bad over time. So there you go. And with that done, this is going to be like this. So that's gonna blend in perfectly, be far away from the turbo that's gonna be in there. So that's gonna be awesome. Now we just need to bring some sleeve to put on there. That one, I think this one might be overkill. No, that one's gonna be good. So let's bring that. Let's burn the tip of it. It has been damaged in one place, not really, pretty good. And we're gonna bring also some shrink tube on top there. So we're gonna do that. We're just going to make sure we are locking that in place. Oh, the only thing now, which red is which? We're gonna have to test that, I guess. That's gonna be an easy one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna show you how to use one tool to know. Oh my God, let's go. Just open up, please. Please, sir. Just let me insert those wires inside you. Thank you. There you go, like that. Then we're putting that, but we're gonna pull the thing here. I'm gonna put a wider angle, I think, for the cam, because right now I'm doing quite a lot of stuff and it's hard to see everything. So there you go. Blow that little torch. There we go. A chance it's colding quite fast. Right, like that, and then like this. Okay, bye. There we go. And with that said, we're gonna burn that edge here. That. So this way everything's gonna be super protected. So we're going to leave that loose for now. We're just going to put the other shrink tube on top here, because basically what we want to make sure is that we're going to be able to play with the wires and do our last connection in here. So I just want to make sure we're not going to end up having trouble doing that. So yeah, let's just go ahead, put the shrink tube on top and then send it back there like that, so we have plenty of loose to play with. Those wires make the new now it's gonna be the female side of it, and then yeah, everything's gonna be plugged together in here, and we love that. So I'm gonna prepare a bunch of female connectors. I have 2 already out, so I need 3 more there, and we're gonna need one other final so it's gonna be 3 pair to connect everything in there, 3 pair of connectors. But yeah, so we're gonna need another blank, and then I'm gonna be able to prepare those, prepare the wires, and then crimp everything together. Like I said, I'm gonna show you how to make sure we are plugging the red one in the right place, because now with the twisted wiring loom, I basically fucked that up a little bit. That. There's gonna be so much things on the ground. This. Oh, I need to ask Micah how he is doing. I know he was sick and it's been a while. I haven't talked to him. I hope the man is great. I hope he's feeling better. I haven't seen him active so lately on the internet. Gonna have to ask him. All right, so these, I'll have to remove too much wire. Dual side. So basically now we're gonna be working a little bit more at the top here. So I'm just removing the end of these wires. There you go. That is done. That is done. Let's grab that connector there with this, and then the crimper. Let's start crimping stuff. Okay, bye. That's the connector showing his way to the ground. So bye. Ugh. I'm not young enough to bend like this. Okie dokie, so female side of the connectors. Same for the black one. I need to know which one is which. Now that I think about it. Yep, saying that right away. Dutch connector is the best connector. Prove me wrong on that. They are so easy to work with, it's crazy. Like, if you know Dutch connector, I don't get how you couldn't love, well, not love, but you cannot feel like wiring and stuff is hard. Like, if you know where you're going, basically you're just following signal and throwing like a bunch of things all together and it's working. So far, so good. Same here. One last one. Up, 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 up. There we go. Our first extension should be done with that. So we should be able to clamp that right there once we're gonna be pinned in. And for that, it's gonna be quite easy. We're just gonna start with that one here. That's going on the bottom side here. So the green one's gonna be right there. So that's one that's in there for sure. We're gonna remove the grommet because we have found out that it's easier to work with that away from there. And then we need to start figuring out which one is which. So to do that, let's test that. Yeah, it's unplugging, that's good. All right, to do that, let me show you what we're gonna do. In here, multimeter, that's gonna be the way. This is the way. So basically with that here, you can use it's that one signal basically to see if something is connecting together. So I think that one should be doing a sound if it's working. No? Which one? I always thought it was doing a sound. That one. There you go. You hear that? So with that, we're gonna know which one is which really easily. So I'm gonna touch the pin, the black pin right next to the green wire in here. So like that. And on the other end, well, if I can do it properly, of course. On the other end, I'm gonna go and touch the black wire. So you see, first shot with the bip, I know it's not that one. That one I have nothing. So this one is the black wire going with the green one. So we're gonna leave it there, use that, and put that right in the middle above the green wire. So that's how you can trace some wires that you don't see both ends of it and still make everything works perfectly. There you go. So with that said, now I can use the other black one to throw in there in the right position, because basically with that, I know here I have, it's next to the green one. So the last black one's gonna be next to the green one on the other row. Well, column, I guess. Depend on how you're looking at it. And then I can pin it right in place. Boom, like this. And now, which red wire is which? So I have two red wires, one in the middle, one at the bottom. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna go touch only one of them. So I'm gonna try to do the middle one. Not this one. This one. So now I know which one is the middle one. It's this one right here. So with that said, that means I can go ahead, move that around here, put that in the middle. There we go. And boom, sending that right in the middle. Which means with one pin left, I can just go and put that other red one right on top like it's supposed to be, and everything is solved. As easy as that. Bam. And I feel like this one, the end is going to close way more easily than the other one we did. The first one at the bottom there, because we had more control on how the wiring were reacting in there. So basically I'm just going to pull back a little bit the loose, and then we're going to throw that in place. Click. This one is closed. Closing the rear end here. Like a freaking champ, just like we did that our entire life. Well, in fact, it's the first time I'm doing Deutsch connector. And one important thing is to close the multimeter, because otherwise you're gonna run out of battery, and that sucks. Final thing, in here we're putting that blank again, and then we cannot have water technically leaking inside the connection there. So boom, we have our wiring loom. We can pull the shrink tube just on top there. I always like to just see a little bit of the color in here on both sides, just because it's easier for us if anything happens to just look at it. So there you go. That's the extension cord we're gonna use in here, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, except that we're not going to base our stuff over there on this one, because it might be shorter, it might be longer, we don't know yet. So yeah, pretty much that. Front cam. Front cam. Now, we just need to shrink that, and the heat gun is over here on the ground. Whew, that was dangerous. So basically, we're just going to shrink the shrink tube at both ends and secured everything. How good is that? Honestly, I'm really proud of that. Like, both ends are working. You cannot go wrong with that. If we want, we could even connect them together, infinite power. But yeah, no, honestly, how good is that? Like, everything's predicted, everything's in place. We don't have to work that out like freaking 100 times. And now we can just go ahead and plug that in place. Dual side. Dual side. Oh, I need to pronounce the L. Dual side. There you go. And yeah, so basically from now on, look at this. Oh, well, it's gonna be better this way. So we want to connect from here to here. So female side going in there. Click. And then this one here going in here. I just need to hear the click, click. And boom. A real snake. So with that, no way it's gonna be a problem in here. We can even tie up those parts here. So that's gonna be quite good. Extension loom done or this side. We can even put a tire up in at the bottom there, or somewhere around here. Just connect that in here, and that's gonna work. Let's try that right away. Is this too small or too big? That's gonna be too big, right? Well, at least it's gonna hold it in place there, which is okay. Can go. Oh, that one's not gonna fit in there. And I'm not sure what this is used for, so I'm not gonna try to force it or re-drill it. There you go. So that probably means that even the smallest one is not fitting in there, right? Because we had to re-drill that to the same size as the other one. I don't remember where I'll put them. Oh, I think they're over there. Yep, they are. Let's just try it quickly. I don't think that smaller one is even going to fit in there. Nope. All right then. Yeah, we might just reuse something else, and this one is too loose. So we might even be able to use the headlights for that. So it could be connected to the headlight there and hold it in place. Well, that's gonna be something we're gonna have to take a look later on, but that side is freaking done and looking neat. Yep, we're just gonna have to push that into the corner there and everything's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna wait to see if the hole at the bottom there is used at the moment. Well, not at the moment, but later on. And if it's not, we're gonna use that, just re-drill it and use that as the placement for this thing here. Because I don't remember seeing anything drilled, like screwed in there, but I might be wrong. So I don't, because there's the light bucket going on top there, so I just want to make sure before throwing anything at it. But that's one thing done. Who's writing to me on Discord? Oh yeah, makes sense. Oh. Cool. Less stress for tonight. I was supposed to meet someone here in Quebec City, and seems like it's gonna be another day, which is okay with me. So I'm not gonna be as stressed to go there and then come back for my go-kart race. So that's awesome. All right. Well, you know what? It's time to do the same thing on the other side. So let me change that. Front cam. Front cam. I need to wait a second. I was super good this morning with it, and this afternoon I'm just like derp derp derp. I'm derping around. So with that one here, there's gonna be a few things to do, I guess. Not sure exactly how I'm gonna do all of that. Dual side. So basically we have the same kind of loom coming at the top here, but we have these wires going down there. So these ones, since they are like 3 wires, we're gonna be able to use just the same kind of sleeve we just used there. In here, there's quite a bunch of wires. So we're gonna see which one we need to extend and which one we are okay with. The thing is, the light wiring loom here is a bit sketchy. So we're gonna have to take a look at this and see what we're doing with that. 2 of them are already cut, so that's not great. But yeah, I know exactly why, because I did something stupid when I was younger. So bumper, flasher. Oh yeah, that's the driver side. At first I was like, driver? I'm on the wrong side, but no, that makes sense. I'm not a right-hand drive. That's not a proper JDM. So that one, oh yeah, that's true. We were trying to push that through here, right? We did the same thing with the horn. The horn in here will work for sure. Now let's try to see if we can go ahead and push that in place. That will be awesome. Can I just remove the grommet on top there? That will be sick. I don't think I can. But basically, if I can push the triangle shape in the same kind of way as the opening here, we might be able to push that through here and use that to connect everything together, and that will be sick. Because on the other side it looks good. Maybe except one thing, but yeah, we'll have to take a look at this. Because other than that, it's going through here, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the intercooler piping, so that's why I'm looking to push that in here. Oh, am I able to actually use that hole in the frame rail? I think I'm gonna be able to use that to pass the wiring loom from one side to the other. Yo, that will be sick. Let me just put quite a big loop in here. Yep, just like that, slowly. Because there's two big holes in here, so we might be able to push that through there and just unpin the connector and wrap it in some sleeves so it's protected and not rubbing against that. We can even put a grommet through there, which will help. I cannot put that out of the hole on the other side. Let me try to bend that even more. So this way we might be able to do something. Oh, so close, yet so far. There. Oh shit, so close. Don't go away, new. And that's a tough one, right? But if I manage, oh, I think I got it. Yeah. Yo, that's perfect. All right, if you want to see what I mean by that, can you see in here? So basically there's a hole at the bottom there, and there's a hole here, so they are going obviously all together, and I can just plug that right here. Boop. Done. Same with the horn. I can probably push that through there. So let me just, oh, maybe not remove that tag, because that one is a lonely wire, so it's gonna be harder to guess later on. Let me try to do the same kind of thing in here. Oh. There you go. That's gonna be awesome. If I have to crimp anything, that's gonna be good. Hey, Bloodstone, what up, man? I told my lady friend about you. She says I should say something nice about you. Hi, Canadian. I mean, that's fair. Were you saying bad things about me, and then you said, she just said, hey, say something nice? Because basically, if you were to just being harsh with me, like if you were saying, hey, you stupid fuck, I will be, oh, sorry, sir. Because, you know, Canadian, always saying sorry for nothing, for no reason. Classic. Or bringing Nazis into the parliament, but yeah, that's another thing. That was so fucking bad, man. All right, no politic over here, though. I don't want to get into that. I gotta be honest, man. Be honest. I want you to be honest. There's no point in not being honest in life, right? Hey, why is the light turned off? There you go. What do you mean? How many races before I will end up in the scrapyard? Not one. All right, you think I'm driving that bad? Time to flex. It's time to flex, I think. Front cam. This Sunday I went to the racetrack. I raced the little Honda Fit I worked on in stream at the beginning of summer, put some old racing tires on it and like just thrashed so hard and it was so good. Did 3 runs with that. Managed to drift a front wheel drive on the track that was just so insane. And then in the afternoon I drove a Camaro SS 2018-20, something like this, with like a cam and stuff like that, so it was pulling 450 to 500 HP. Then I drove a Subaru STI with a few mods, mainly suspension mods, so 300-ish horsepower, and then a Golf R with a manual transmission and stage 2, well, downpipe tune, the guy said, which means basically 400 HP, and all of those cars were not mine, so people trust me enough, so I will jam myself to the bottom of the floor all the time. Well, left foot is this one, right? So basically I'm clutching and braking with that one, and it's the right foot that needs to be at the bottom on the floor, because the right one is slamming the metal to go fast. So yeah, so basically I drove quite a few cars this weekend and that was awesome. So I'm really happy with that, because basically people are trusting me with driving their car. Just like the biggest compliment a guy did this weekend was basically telling me that it was the first time ever he's letting someone else drive his car, and it's the guy from the Camaro, and it was the first time ever he was sitting on the passenger seat of his own car. It's not like I'm just, hey, can I just test it a little bit here on the street? No. We are on a freaking racetrack and the guy know that I'm gonna send it hard, and he's like, yep, I'm trusting you. I want to learn how to handle my car properly, and he just gave me the key and we went for a run on it. How cool is that? And just with doing that, the guy did 1.5 seconds better on his next run, which is awesome, because that means he learned something, and that's awesome. So you're saying you want me to name the car after you, but I don't think that's the deal, right? However, for sure, like that car, I'm not planning on trashing it and sending it to the junkyard. I'm planning to work with it and have, if it's breaking, I'm gonna fix it. Like right now, I'm throwing too much money to even think about, like, I guess naming your car will be a great investment. And well, yeah. It will be. I mean, honestly, I don't have a name for any of my cars. Like, I know I'm watching a lot of modification mods and those kind of stuff, and a lot of car guys are having names for their project car. I don't have any for that car. So if you have inspiration, you can send the idea. However, have you seen the Nightbot saying that if you're paying $100, you're gonna have your name on the car? Think about it. Your freaking name or username, mostly probably more the username, but that's up to you, will be on the car in the hood, where so it will show off that I'm really thinking about doing like a sponsored from Twitch and having the names of anyone who are willing. For real, that's so good. That's so awesome. But yeah, basically I'm planning, because basically I said basically twice. The hood is opening like this on the car, so on the opposite side as normal. Your car will be named Le Marcel. I love it. Le Marcel. In good Québécois, Marcel tabarnak. Well, yeah, but like I said, like there's already a lady old who's gonna have her name on the car because she's crazy. I didn't even started the car on stream that she paid the $100. Like she's so awesome. Just like she has her name right here on the hoist with the tier 3. Because yeah, basically 1 month of tier 3, put your name forever on the hoist. So there's a few people in here, and yeah, so basically that's the idea. If at some point the channel get bigger, if people want to throw their name on there, that could be a thing. And for the car, well, $100, and when I'm gonna be opening the hood, in the inner side of the hood, it's gonna be like all the names of people who put some money in there. So, because basically it's like I'm saying, it's not like, oh, please give me your money or the project won't happen. No, it's happening. Like I'm already far in the project and there's no freaking chance I'm stopping just because not enough people paid for me. No, that's not me. Like it's just people getting entertained, people thinking it's really crazy, people who wants me to put the little extra to make that thing the greatest thing ever. Well, that's only the way to encourage it, but yeah. Other than that, I'm really not looking for people's money just to make the project. I saved the money over the years, and I managed to give myself the time to do it. Oh my god, that's so bad. Like I hate that. Like I mean, anyone loves getting money, right? Because that's allowing you to have some things, some nice things, to pay for some things that you wouldn't otherwise, and everything. And right now, to be fair, all the money I received from people so far, like not the sub themselves, but like the tips and stuff like that, it's on an account waiting, because the idea right now, my idea is not even using that money for the car. Like I save the money for it, and what I want to do is some sort of a streamer backpack for IRL stuff that will be like, make a module that will go right under the seat with a webcam, with GoPros connected to it, and be able to stream with good quality from the racetrack. So that's what I'm saving the money for. So basically, I can tell you there's $263, I think, in an account, and like this money is gonna get used for creating a backpack, not like one that's already existing. I found a few tutorials here and there to make something better and more like that will fit better the fact of streaming from a car. Well, yeah, kind of a backpack, like something I could wear, but I will love it to be just something that holds all of it all together, and basically be able to slip that under the passenger seat and have just the wires coming out. So maybe having a main box where all my wires from the backpack are connecting to, and all of that box will be already placed inside the car. So yeah, mobile streaming, but with like a booster, because the signal at the track is super bad. So there will be a booster for the LTE, the 5G and 4G signal within the car. I already found one that's really good for camping guys and stuff like that. So that will be cool. So I will have a booster with ideally 2 to 3 cameras. So basically I would love to have like a camera looking at my face, one on the car, on the roof, looking at what we're doing, and one on the side of the helmet seeing my driving things, like my hand and everything. So, and if I'm going that way, having someone that can basically switch from one camera to the other while I'm driving, so therefore I don't have to keep in mind, oh, I need to switch the scene, the camera or something. That will be like someone else helping me with that, and but like at the same time I could be able to do it too. I'm looking at one guy, I don't know if you know him, Noriyaro, that's his name on YouTube, and he's doing some Twitch sometime where he's either in some car shows or at the racetrack. He's a drifter in Japan. He's an Australian who moved in Japan like 15 years ago, something like that, and he's living there now. And yeah, sometimes when he goes to the racetrack, he can go and rent a backpack from the Twitch Japan, and go there at the racetrack with the backpack, with like the camera stick to the helmet, and drift his session while live streaming. And this is awesome, and I really want to do that one day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Request send 7-second mem link from YouTube. What do you mean? Oh, if you can send a link, you can always send a link here. If it's not TOS, well, I'm just gonna delete it. Let me take a look at this, because I'm like, I don't have enough of a big, yeah. Fair. I mean, I don't have enough of a community to be worried about spam and stuff like that. Where is it heading to? Are you sure, since you copied the YouTube one, it's working great? Because it's loading weirdly. Oh man, it's trying to load something. Try copy the YouTube link directly. Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries. No worries. There you go. That one is awesome, man. The sound of the slap. Whoa, that's hard. That was a real hit. That was not fake, I think, because that sounded nasty. I love it. I should do all right, if have you seen the channel point reward Bloodstone? If you manage to save 33,000 points, you can have your own random sound, well, your own sound on the channel that only you will be able to play. I think that could be a good one. I'm just saying that this, like this, 33,000, your own sound, and with a word of your choice. Yeah, that's at the beginning of YouTube. I'm pretty sure I already saw that before, but like way too long ago. That slap is awesome. All right, let's move here. Oh, have you seen what we have done this morning and like this afternoon? Wait a sec here. Dual side. So we wrapped all the wires in here and did an extension right this afternoon here. So basically everything is protected and looking clean now. That's awesome. Front cam. Front cam. There you go. So no more wire spaghetti, and that's what we're gonna do on this side too. So it's honestly so good. Like the material. All right, let me show you again one thing, because we managed to put the wire exactly where we want it to be. Dual side. Dual side. All right, so my friend's laughing. You're a good host. You answer to all my texts. You haven't touched the car since I came. I mean, that's part of the game, and I love it. Look at this. So basically I ordered that this weekend, and this one here is just a way to slip the wires in there. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, hello there. Oh, that's Bloodstone. Well, I know you there, Bloodstone. Come on. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So right now we just managed to send a few wires inside here, and then we need to extend that to reach this here, because right now, since we relocated everything, well, it's almost working. That one, I think we're gonna be good if it's not too tight. There you go. That one is still good. So we're gonna have to, it's gonna be mostly just the lighting loom. Yo, we're almost good. We don't need a lot. We're gonna use a 3-pin for that one, just so we can repair the broken wires in here too. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. I think we're gonna leave that right there. That's awesome. So we just have 3 wires, and that's exactly why we didn't make the other one right away. So that's cool. Hey, I'll get Bloodstone whenever you want. Cool. So let's move on. I'm gonna grab the 3 pins. That one seems bigger, is it? Oh no, it's just because they are twisted and all broken and yikes. All right, so yeah, we're gonna fix that here because this one is pretty badly damaged. And then we're gonna make sure we have everything we need to make the pins and extend that. So we're just gonna have 3 wires to extend. So that's awesome, because that means we won't be, hey, yeah, because we will have missed 1 connector for that one, but now everything's gonna be great. Let's go. So with that said, I'm gonna cut the wires, prepare everything, then we're gonna move on with making the same kind of extension. That's gonna be a shorter one, so yep. There's too much wire, so we're gonna remove a bit of it, then we're gonna cut that at the same length, and then we're gonna cut that at the same length. There you go. Front cam. Hey. So now, just like we did before, we're gonna be exposing a bit of the wires in here, just making sure everything is in good shape and ready to receive a Dutch connector on top of it. So on this side, we're gonna go with the male one, just like we did on the, was it the male or the, let me check. On this side, that was male with female connector. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go with the male pins in here. So it's gonna be the female side of the connector then. Are you assuming it's gender? Of course I am. All right, so with that said, let's just do that like we did. So we're modifying the pins because these were for noobs who's not equipped properly. I didn't saw that when buying it, so who's the noob, I guess. But now we're gonna use the good tool, just like we did. There you go. There and there, boom. And now let's grab the crimp. With that said, and it makes sense that we don't have to extend the wires that much on this side, because basically it used to go all the way on that top bar right here, and now we are going at the bottom there, which means we are using less wire because we don't have to go up here and we don't have to go down at the edge here, which means less wire to use. But at the same time on this side, instead of being in the middle here, we are at the bottom, so we have to go up more to that headlight. So that's why we had to extend that side quite a lot, but we won't have to do much of an extension on this side. All right, let's try to put And I feel like there's more copper wire on this side than on the other, to be fair. And I think that's gonna make it hard to put that in there. That's what he said. Just trying to open up the top here. Then sending that inside. There's a bunch of wires not going in there. And I don't want that to happen. Let's grab the, I had another plier earlier. I don't remember where it is. So I guess I'm gonna do without it. All right, let's try another one because that one's gonna piss me off too much. So hopefully that one's gonna work better. Are you? Well, close enough, but still not exactly what I need. All right, can I expand that a little bit? I guess that's one way to do it. Just figure out that there was an extremity that was the end of the loop, so I could break that a little bit and it's gonna get in there, which is gonna help to throw it on the ground. That's a good idea, right? Oh my god, that's gonna be hard to successfully make it in there. Yeah, maybe my wire is a bit too big for the usage I'm looking for it to do. Let's try that. Let's see if it's crimping. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do another one. Well, it did crimp, which is pretty awesome. All right, let's try that. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I know it's not ideal, but I mean, at this point, I'm okay with that. All right, so that one. Yeah, I don't understand why the wire. Oh, I know why. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the reason why I think the wires are a bit bigger on this side compared to the other side is because of the length of the loom in there. So basically, on this side, since we have less wires, because we're starting at the fuse box inside here, the one we replaced last week, and we're just coming up here, we have like what, 4 to 5 feet of wires. We can go probably one gauge, like one lower gauge than on this side, just because the same amperage is not going to melt the wire on this side. However, if you're like extending the wires too much, you need a bigger wire, because otherwise you might melt it. And I think that's it. That's why this side has bigger wires, is because it's a bit further away from the fuse box, which means there's more risk for it to melt due to the usage of it. So yeah, something to be aware of. I don't think that's gonna be a problem in here. I think I'm gonna be able to use the same wiring gauge for the extension, just because we're not using it on the long distance. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna work. Like 90% sure. Because I did stupid things on my Camaro and everything was always fine, except once. that one time wasn't fine, and that was a bit sucky, but yeah, part of the game. Oh, that one I missed. So I need to make another one. Another one. Nail here. Because yeah, if it was like the entire length of it, probably wouldn't work, but just for a small part of it, I'm pretty sure it won't be a huge deal that I have a bit of a lower gauge. Shouldn't be the place where it's gonna catch on fire or overheat that much. I mean, if I'm wrong, headlights, who need that, right? All right. Did that work? Yep, it does. No, it doesn't. Wait, what? What's going on? I just, on the last, not the last one, but close to the last one I need to do, I'm fucking that up. Legit. That sucks. Let me try something. Don't do that at home. Don't look at me. I'm gonna remove a few copper wire in here just to give me a bit more of free space. So I'm just shrinking a little bit the end here to make sure it's not getting in the way. That's bad to do, but I know some people who's doing that and it's working, so I'm gonna do it and no one's gonna tell anything, okay? Like no one. All right, there's part of it who's in there now. That went pretty far. Hey, it's working, let's go. So with that said, now we're gonna go with, that's gonna be female, I guess, on this side. Yep, that one. Nailed it. Yep, there you go. So on this one, that's gonna be pretty easy. We're just gonna take a look at here. So we're gonna do the same thing. So it's gonna be brown at the top. Then I'm gonna remove that because we know how it's going to be easier if I'm removing that. And basically, so we're doing that, we're pushing that in, just like that. Then we're gonna pin that inside the connector. So with that said, I'm gonna be putting, well, it's a triangle, right? I cannot go wrong with that. Oh, well, yeah, I can. I can be like this. So since it's plugging, let me see. In the car, it's all right, brown at the top. We're gonna try to make that this way because there's not really a full top here, like that, like this. So we're gonna try to push that in place, and that didn't work. There you go. So we're gonna try to push all the wires in place. 1, 2, 3. Push the little grommet at the back there. Everything's sitting in place. And now we just have to lock it in place, which means we're gonna use these ones here, green tab, locking the middle part of it. Hey, these should be easier to put in. Jinxing myself to make sure I'm gonna spend 10 minutes on that, but normally I should just have to drop it in there like that. Just making sure. Yeah, pretty much. Might need something. Oh, there's an arrow on it. The arrow is probably for that. Yep, pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. So basically we are locking that in here by just pressing that until we hear click. That's too big. Yeah, let me grab that little one here. There you go. Now with that, everything's gonna be lined up perfectly inside there. Can I make it focus? There you go. So we have the connector there, so we're gonna fix our things with that, which is awesome. And then here we go, dual side. Dual side. There you go. And with that here, we're gonna be basically cutting that quite far at the bottom actually, and do the same exact thing to have the connector really far down here, and that way we should be good to basically remove everything. What is that? Light ground. Oh, we have a ground right here. Well, we're gonna have to make something for that, probably just right there, which is going to work. Or even there, which is going to be even better because it's going to be hidden there. Cool. So let's cut a bit of wire in here. And I'm saying I'm going far at the bottom, but I don't want to be too far down because basically I'm going to be, yeah, I'm just going to remove a bit of it here because I don't want to go too far down, just for the fact that I'm keeping as much as possible the same kind of wire. Since they are thicker, let's keep them. They are not in bad condition also, so yeah, just going to remove a bit of it. Like so. Throw that on the ground. So that's gonna go at the rear here, and now we just need to connect. That was the headlight going straight to the ground. It didn't explode, which is pretty cool. So I think something's not holding great in here. I don't know what, but definitely something's not good. Oh yeah, I see what. All right, let me try to fix that. Like this, like so. That's the part where, yeah, that's how it's falling to the ground. Oh my God. I'm doing stupid things. Someone stop me before I throw that away. Okay, that's too big. Oh, let's grab the other one over here. That one should work. That one won't work at all. I'm just going to do that. Try to clip it in place. Feel like I'm missing something at the bottom there to make it hold in place. Which is not great, eh? Alright, for now that's gonna work. Hopefully. Hey! I'm back! Well, you just missed the fact that I threw the lights on the ground, but that's okay. So that there, then like this, and boom. Now we just have to make the connection from here to here, which is not too bad. So let's do that. Pom, 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 pom. So we're gonna remove a bit of wire. Here, there. Gonna make the connector for that side, which is going to be the male one this time, and then we're gonna have female on this side, male on the other side. So that's good. So this and this. Let me prepare 3 pins. You were saying earlier, just before you had to leave a little bit, that it was funny because since you were in here, I didn't touch the car at all. But at the same time, that's the fun part of it. Like if you're too much focused on what you are doing at all time, you're getting tired of working on a project, right? It's like the same thing with work, it's the same thing with anything usually in life. So basically having those chill moments is really, really cool. And it's still way better like that than if it was people in the garage with me. Like having friends in here, usually we're not working as fast, while right now I'm still like doing quite a lot of work every day on the car, and that's awesome. Like I'm really happy with it. So it's like, honestly, it's the perfect in between to my own taste. So like the way I feel it's like having people chatting here and there, having time to answer to them while still working on the car, and having a schedule to work on the car around 4 days a week. Like the project is moving. Maybe sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but I can tell you it's moving. That, and that. Let's bring all that in here, like this. Like my main goal this week is to basically finish the wiring loom, which will mean that after that, next week we will be focusing on the steering column. Don't look at what I'm doing, this is bad to do, but I'm gonna cut the excessive amount of wire in there. But yeah, and after steering column, brake system like brake lines, and then it's rebuilding the engine and throwing that in place. So at some point I'm seeing a lot of improvement, to be fair. I'm gonna wait for probably around Black Friday to order the ECU, just in case there's a sale or something, which will be just perfect for us. And then throwing the ECU, throwing the injection system in there, because I'm still missing the fuel injector, because I'm not sure exactly what size I'm gonna need. I need to discuss that with a specialist. And then, yeah. Good. Always test your connectors when you're doing that, guys. It's always a good idea. Just to make sure that pulling on the wire or a vibration won't like remove it from where it sits. I'm not sure that one's gonna crimp, I think, but I'm not sure. Yep, pretty good. Right. There we go. So now, if we're respecting the same kind of order, connector at top like this, which mean brown in here. Well, in here, in fact, whoops. So we're gonna do the same thing, because so far this is working well. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And then the color code is green and blue. So next to the brown is going to be the green. Yep. Like that. And then the blue at the bottom there. All right now I feel like maybe going too fast, and we should put some heat sleeve, well, some wire protection, wire sleeves on top of that here, just cause we won't be able to do that later on. So if we want to do that, then we're gonna do the pins in here like this, and then we're going to work that out. So yeah, I think that will be a good idea. So I might have to remove, in fact, that thing here. Let's do that. Yeah, let's make sure we are protecting our wires properly first. So I'm gonna twist that just like I told you before. I'm gonna need the tape on the other side. And the blade. This one, since we're keeping the color code properly in there, we should be all good. We might try to make sure we are using 3 different color also at the top, which means we should be good to not have to look at the wires, which one is which. That's gonna depend on the kind of wires I still have in here. There we go. Now with that said, twisting. And we're just gonna make sure it stays twisted. Like that. Now let's cut that. Boom. All right, so now these ones should be good. Maybe a bit too tight, in fact. Because with what I want to do with it, I'm gonna need something that can hold that in place. These and these are the same, right? Seems like it, yeah. All right, and then the sleeves is going to be that one, I think. One step smaller than what we use on the other side. All right, it's so mixed up. We're gonna just do that. That's the first time using that one. The end is really good in there. Well, let's just use the other. I had two in my hand and drop one in here. So there you go. So basically we're gonna make sure we're already protecting this little part there, even though it's not a lot of sleeves to put in there. We're just gonna make sure we have plenty of that. Maybe it's the second time. This one is not fully protected. There we go. Let's bring the torch. There we go. So with that done, we should be able to push that inside here. Boom, like this, and then like that. Yeah, boy. That should work. And then the other one on top there. Just making sure that we have plenty of wire. Well, my wires are not the same length anymore, so I hope it won't mess up with the connector too much, because that could be a thing and that will suck a little bit. I think I kind of know the answer, but I'm gonna ignore it and go again with placing my stuff. So if I have the brown one on top here like this, it's gonna be red and green on the other side here, which means like this. Blowtorch ASMR, yeah, it's pretty cool, eh? I don't know if I prefer that or welding ASMR. I think welding is best. Not that I'm listening to any ASMR, honestly, that's something I cannot really do. But like working on the car, having like a sound with the lo-fi music, I think welding is a thing I really enjoy. Like the other thing, like grinder and stuff, they are just too noisy, so it's not that great. But blowtorch and the welder, this is so cool. All right, so that said, we have top here, there, then that. Hey, I think we're almost all good. I really said almost because we're still missing that one here. Come on, little wire in here. You can do that. Yeah, boy. Alright, might be a bit of a problem there. We're having way too much of that red and blue thing. Might have to unwrap it a little bit. Oh, that would be a pain in the ass. Maybe we're just going to leave it like this. Not the greatest thing, but it won't be a big problem, I think. Yep, my plan tonight is to have that finished, so tomorrow we can just finish the wiring loom inside the engine bay, well, the body loom, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish the inside Inside's gonna be wild, to be fair. I have so many things to reconnect, and yeah, it's gonna be quite an intense job, but once it's gonna be done, damn, it's gonna feel like an accomplishment. It's gonna be so rewarding. There we go. Bam. Now just have to put that little triangle shape inside there, and we're done. And I didn't freaking, oh yeah, I did put in the second shrink tube. Phew! I was afraid I forgot. All right, and with that point, we're just going to basically put that tab right in there. Is there an arrow on that one? Nope, that one's going on any kind of sense. There you go. Connector done. So that side is done too. Now we can just go ahead, put that on top. Like I said, I always love to keep a little bit of color code in there. So I'm just gonna do that and shrink that right there. So this way it's gonna be easy. Let me grab the heat gun while it's slowly falling to the bottom of the car. So there we go. Boom. Look at this, all clean. Love that. So basically this is going to go right here, and then we just have to do that connector between those two. So let's go. We don't have a lot left to do. All right, so like I said, we might be using 3 different colors just to make sure. So we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom one. Then, so that's gonna be male with female. So I'm gonna prepare the wires for those. Yep, looking pretty good. Front cam. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do now is, I mean, it's exactly the same thing. It's just that I'm gonna bring wires in here. So I have a red one that I left there. I have a green and a black one. I think I'm gonna replace the green one just because this one is a gauge smaller than the 2 others. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bigger green wire, which should be perfect for the purpose we need it to. Well, for. There you go. So this one's better, this one's good. This one is an old one, but yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. Black one is there, boom. So I'm just going to unwrap the wires a little bit, just like I did for all the other one. And then we're gonna already pin the connector in here, protect it, and make sure of the length of it, the one we need. So yeah. Should be pretty straightforward. Oh, we're gonna need, almost died. Gonna need that. Gonna need that. There you go. Let's trim the pins already. Like I said, this one is a gauge under the one we just trimmed. So, I mean, that shouldn't be a big problem since it's for a really short distance. So, with the amp, well, the way it works usually is that the amp that is applied, well, the load applied to a wire depends on the accessory, of course, and it also depends on the length, like how far the current needs to go through the wire. So with that distance, you can guess there's some table to know which wire you should use. And so that's why this side, like I said, is bigger than this side, and therefore using like smaller wires, like not super small, but just a gauge under for a really short amount should be good, because basically it's the same amp, just that we are traveling through smaller wires but on a really short distance, so that shouldn't make like that much of a difference. And if I'm wrong, we're gonna find out when the wires are going to melt, aka the headlight not working anymore. So that should be pretty obvious, right? But I'm really confident with what I'm saying right there. For real. Oh, that sucks. Well, on that car, on that Datsun, it's mostly the wipers that were never working properly. There was a bad circuit in there, and I hope we fixed that the other day. That's gonna be something to test when the car is gonna be ready. So, well, not entirely ready, but everything's gonna be plugged back, so all these stuff. Went to 20% light capacity. My fixture for the wire were not porcelain, so oh my god, that sucks. That's really not cool. All right, so we're gonna make sure which one's going in what place, and we're gonna need that little green tab there. It was dark outside during winter and foggy. I was so scared. Yeah, feel that. I have no doubt about it. Worst thing we did with that Datsun, that was like a don't do that at home situation. I was over an hour away from my home at my parents' place, and we had to bring that car from my parents' place to my grandma's place. And because I was storing it there, it's maybe like 10 minutes away, which is not that big, but it was raining. And because we were to put that car to the storage, and I promised my girlfriend she will be able to drive it before the end of the summer, which I said maybe 5 years in a row, and it never happened properly. That's why we're working on it. Well, basically, she drove the car with no wipers working at night, following my tail lights the best she can, the best she could, up to my grandmother's house. And when we arrived there, she was like, that was the most horrible thing, like the most terrible experience of my life while driving. And she started crying, and I was feeling so bad, because at first that was from the great idea of, hey, let's do this, like drive the car and just follow me, even if you can't see a lot, just follow my tail light. And she was like, man, I had no idea where in the freaking world I was. So, yep, we are never going to do that again. All right, so we're gonna use the black one on top here. We're gonna use the green one with the red with green line, and that red one on top there. Yep, we're gonna see if that's holding, or if it's gonna melt, but it should be good. I'm trusting that. That sounds so frightening, man. I loved when you said what you said. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand her, right? Like, honestly, driving when you have no freaking idea where you're going is probably the worst thing ever, right? And like she did that for 10 minutes just trying to follow me. I mean, we're still together, so she's not too mad at me for that, but yeah, we're never going to do that again. I swear. All right, so this is working, right? Yep, this is okay. This is going in there like this, boom. And then we're going to see how much wires we need in here. So that will be the idea, to clamp that at the bottom there. There's a hole to clamp it down, so that will be the perfect idea, the perfect place to do that. And therefore, I think with that amount of wires we will be good, and the pliers are over there. There we go. Bloop. Now let's remove it. All right, now we're going with the female connectors with the male, well, the female pins with the male connectors. So let's go. Bam, 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 bam. And then we're gonna wrap that up inside in some protection sleeve, and then we're gonna connect that, and it's gonna be done. And we're gonna be happy, and then I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna go for a go-kart race, which is going to be awesome because it's sunny. Well, it's gonna be dark at that point, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cold a little bit, which is really fun to drive in. I'm really loving the cold weather, so that's gonna be awesome. The only thing is that the go-kart is going to drift a little bit more, which is not optimal for the best time, but I'm gonna try to manage that as long as it's not raining. Last time I had so much difficulties on the rain, it was crazy. But at the same time, I have to say, like, I did a practice that went super well, and I got a really, really bad kart. It's like the third race in a row. This year they have a lot of difficulties with adjusting their new karts. Like, they changed all their cars for the competition this summer, at the beginning of the summer, and basically right now, like, they never were super equal during the race, which sucks a little bit, because I can tell you from 3 different people that got the same one, the number 26 is super bad. And like, it's not cool that you can tell one specific number is bad just because in the ranking it's always at the bottom of the list. No matter what driver got this kart, it's always at the bottom, so that sucks. All right, 3 pins in there. But I mean, it's part of the game. It's like, you cannot do really anything against that. Yeah, it should, and they tried to, but it's really hard to adjust a 2-stroke carbureted engine like these are, like, to be the same. And these new cars they bought, I feel like it's worse than ever. Like, they really cannot get that well adjusted. They tried and tried and tried. They have some good mechanics there, and they just don't find how to properly adjust them, which sucks. All right, blowtorch ASMR, let's go. Man, that handle is getting stuck all the time now. All right. so I'm gonna twist that first so that it is twisted under there. Wrap it up a little bit inside the tape so that it's gonna stay tight together. Felt like that was my dog barking outside, but it is not, which is okay because I don't like when he's barking. Let's do that, let's do this. And then let's put that in here. Dual side. Dual side. There you go. So basically I'm gonna do the exact same thing in here. So I'm gonna be putting that inside the sleeve here. I should have put a shrink tube on top there first. So let me do that. Let me do this. That way we're gonna be sure that everything's fitting in there. Boink. There you go. We're gonna leave just a tiny amount of wire showing up for having the color code in there. And then we're gonna pin that in here. I'm gonna bring that right over there, where that means I can cut it right there. You're not seeing a lot of things there. Boom. Then blowtorch ASMR again. Just to melt a little bit the tip of it, like so. Then we're gonna push that right inside here. Like this, and then we're gonna be able to lock it on this side. Like that. Same on here, but here we need to put the last connector in place. So that's gonna be a male one with a little tab like this. So let's bring that up there. I'm really enjoying Deutsch connector. I want to use more of them, and we're gonna have the chance to because we're gonna have some wideband and stuff to put in place. We might have to buy some other kits, in fact. All right, so now with that said, this is going this way, this is going that way, so we're gonna have the black at the top left there, top right I mean, because this is where it's going to. So we're gonna have that. Then the red with green is the green wire, like this, and then red at the bottom right there. And I didn't put the shrink tube on there to lock it at the top once we're done, so let me do that. I bring a second one. Did I? Yeah, it's here. Just need to lock that like this first, so that we're gonna be able to shrink that on top and protect the wire properly. There you go. Now let me grab again this other, like the grommet, because it fell on the ground as usual. So if we're starting again, it's gonna be black top right, then green top left, and then red at the bottom. There we go. Boom, boom, How long does it take to make some tuning on a car? Yes, all of it. All right, and now with that connection, it's gonna be that, there, and red at the bottom, there. Right, the red is a bit further away from the rest, so I'm gonna have to press it even more. And yeah, black and green are gonna be doing a little 90-degree bend, which is not bad because we're gonna have to do that on top there. So that's good. Not ideal, but good. There you go. So as you can see, right now I'm just pushing that right in there, just like a champ. And everything is closing, so it's gonna be waterproof. Boom. Just like that. And then we just have to close the top here. Oh no, the red one is really not far enough. There you go. I'd have to open up a little bit the top here. So let's do that right now. Just so I have a bit more loose, because right now it's really too much. There you go. That's gonna be better, and the shrink tube's gonna lock it back in place. And now just doing that, clink, we are locked. We can put our shrink tube there. Front cam. All right, so now with that said, that means we can finish shrinking that on top there. So like I said, I'm gonna keep a little bit of wires all revealed just so I have the color code, but really not that much. There we go on this side, then move on the other side there, lock it up. Boom. Again, how good is that? Look at this. So we have the extension done, dual side. So now technically that should fit in here and have the good color code. So red at the bottom, black and green, so this is good. There you go, click. So this is now connected and waterproof, and on top here we should go with something more like this, which is green, black and red. Yeah, so we did no mistake, and then we just need to hear the little click here. So click, there you go, extension done. Moving there, we're gonna be able to put that up here, and I think we're even going to try that right now, just before I go for eating a lunch. So basically what I'm looking at is that hole in the corner there. We're gonna put a clamp to put all the wires all together at the bottom there. So I'm gonna grab, looking at this, a medium one. because we have a few wires in there. So we're gonna try to lock everything in here first. Click, and then go in that hole there and clamp that. There you go. Boom. Now tomorrow we're just gonna have these wires to protect, and we're gonna be good. Almost threw the light on the ground again, to be fair. I don't think that light loves to live. That's gonna be the thing. Look at this, how cool is that? How good is that looking? Boom. So we are extending all the way through the edge here. So it's not looking, it's not like too much visible. It's subtle, that's the word I was looking for. It's really subtle, and we're gonna have a good wiring loom there. I would love that one to go there. Maybe we're gonna be able to bring that together in here. That will be good. Just having a small one there, and we might have the overflow tank on top here, so we might be able to just wrap them together there, just with a tie wrap or something, and then everything's gonna work, hopefully. So yep, that's pretty good. Don't know if I can put that at the bottom there, because I don't want like a second wires going up here. That will be cool to have them all together. I'm gonna grab a small tie wrap. Pretty sure it will work. Did I keep them out, or no, they're still in here. So with that one, if we are able to, yeah, that's gonna be an easy one. Just connect these two together. Like this, boom. That's way better. Look at this, so that in here. Boom, we are ready to send that. And do we have the grommet in there too? Yes, it is at the back there. Maybe I can try to. That one is not on the same orientation as the other one, so I don't know how good or not it's gonna be, but what I'm looking at right now, if you wanna follow with me, it's the hole right there. We're gonna try to put the plug, oh, it's not that one, it's that one here. We're gonna try to put the grommet back in place just for us to have a look on how good it is with that, because basically we're gonna have to remove it anyway, because we have to remove the fender again eventually. But for now, we're just trying to look at everything and make sure everything is in place. There you go. Oh, that's not bad. I think I prefer when it's on the other side though, so I might flip it just like I did on the other side. But yeah, that's cool. So on the other side, we deleted that connector basically to do a 5-wire connector with the lights one. But yeah, on this side here, that's gonna be perfect. Like this, and if we have the overflow bottle fitted in there at some point, let me grab it again, just to check. If we can make a bracket to fit that in here at some point, that will be great. Like right next to the radiator, hiding in here somewhere. Yep. Maybe doing a custom bracket from the existing one, because it's supposed to be on the other side. That's why it's not going to fit in here. Now I'm trying to remove that. There you go. just remove the bracket for just a rough idea. Yeah, that's not clearing the hood, but somewhere there could do the job. That will be pretty sick, in fact. Maybe more. That side there will look good, but we need to be able to open that. All right, that's gonna be a huge decision, I guess. If it's fitting in here, that will be great, but I don't think with the intercooler piping and everything, it won't fit. So we might have to just delete that and use a small one, a small expansion tank in here instead. Because as long as the top of the radiator is higher than the plug at the bottom, I think we're good. So yeah, we might have to use a custom one. It's sad because I wanted the coolant level sensor in there, but at the same time, I don't think I need that to make it work. So I'm gonna plug that back. Like, I don't think the car is reacting to that anymore without the original ECU for its original engine. So yeah, I still have the wires for the sensor, but I don't think that it's showing anything anywhere if it's low or not. I'm gonna have to test that, in fact. So what's left for tomorrow, you might ask? Well, everything in here basically. So we still have wires at the bottom there. They are the last one to protect in here, and this thing here is part of those wires. So we have 4 wire coming up here. We have 3 of them at the bottom there. I think 2 of them are splitting. Yeah, we have a bunch of them splitting up for grounds and stuff. So basically I need to test fit that thing in here. Right now it's not fitting, but maybe if this is installed first, it's gonna fit in there. So I'm looking at this here. So the windshield washer tank, which means it might fit if I remove the Willwood master cylinder tomorrow and then test fit that in there. We'll see. It's gonna be something for tomorrow. Front cam. All right, so my dear people, another day that went pretty well. Honestly, super stoked with how much stuff we have done on the engine bay, how good it is looking. Honestly, looking at it, I couldn't wish for something better than that. It's exactly what I hoped for. Like, looking at this, just looking there, the only wire I'm really seeing is the one from the webcam. Other than that, the one at the bottom on the right side there, but at the same times, they're gonna be hidden tomorrow, so they don't count really, right? So that's awesome. Honestly, that's super cool. Just until we have the engine in and there's gonna be thousands of wires again, but that's a story for another time. So tonight I have to go for a race and go-kart, which means I'm gonna have to leave it there. I mean, it's not like it was a little stream, right? We did almost 4 hours of content right there. Love it, love it. Motivation, the hype is real. So on that, I'm gonna leave you there, guys. I love you all. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for like sharing some stories in the chat, sharing like information, asking questions, stuff like that. It's always so cool to have a chat with you. And people on YouTube, if you dare, if you watch this, come here on Twitch. It's really cool. I promise we have fun in here. So use the random sound, use different things that you cannot use on YouTube. So on that said, guys, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow, 9:30. Ciao. Have a good night. Bye.